Hello everybody, my name is Professor Soborno Bari from Bari Science Lab, and today we will be looking at Napoleon. Now, if you don't know, this is part 3. So, if you haven't watched part 2 or even part 1 yet, then you should go watch those first. It's just an advice. Alright, so now we come back to France right after the siege of Toulon in, I guess, about 1799 or so. Now, Napoleon wasn't quite rising to the ranks yet, but he was put in charge of creating a plan to fight Austria and its territories of the Holy Roman Empire in Italy and the Low Countries. So, it had to fight off a pretty large army, especially the UK, because the UK was getting really angry with France, and as you can see, they staged a counter-revolution earlier against Napoleon's interest. So, understandably, French were freaked out, so they needed somebody to create some plan for them. And so, Napoleon got the job, because Simeon, or anybody who drew a penis on a shoe, well, they didn't really get the job anymore because the monarchy was punched out. The nobility element was gone. The talent element, though, it remained. So, Napoleon was chosen as the commander of a small army in the south. Is, I guess, kind of a distraction, while they had 2 strong, magnificent armies in the north to cause some destruction. Now, initially, Napoleon was intended to be a sideshow, but he made his army and his battles the main show. How? Well, while the 2 northern armies were getting crushed and allowing people to advance into eastern France, Napoleon faced a huge enemy with combined Sardinian Piedmont forces and Austrian forces. How does he deal with the combined force that's larger than his own? Well, he splits them up into 2 masterfully, taking out Sardinia Piedmont first and then advancing on the Austrians. Of course, the Austrians are able to run away, but they can only run away so far. And Napoleon is advancing towards Vienna. Let's just say Austria wanted to sign a treaty. So, Austria resigned. But there were also a few other enemies that made up what was called the First Coalition. The First Coalition was basically a coalition against Napoleon. Why? Exactly? Well, Napoleon had really just been trashing the continent, giving revolutionary ideas and literally everything to all the stuff he conquered. The Helvetic Republic, the Roman Republic, the Batavian Republic, and later the Confederation of the Rhine. There's so many damn republics because of Napoleon. And so, they wanted to stop the revolutionary ideas from Napoleon spreading across the continent. So they created a monarchic coalition, the First Coalition. And that consisted of the monarchy of the United Kingdom, the Russian Tsardom. I'm not sure why there wasn't an emperor if it was a Russian empire. Then they also had Austria and the Low Countries. So, at first, France was punched in the face, but then they captured the Low Countries. They made surprising advances into the Holy Roman Empire, were even knocking on Prussia's doorstep, and Napoleon was chasing around Austria like a cat and mouse. So, the First Coalition ultimately didn't work out. Now, thank you everybody for watching it, and we'll see you in the 4th part with the 2nd coalition, the 3rd coalition, the 4th coalition, and how many coalitions are there? Can somebody tell me in the comments? Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.